So, hi everyone. Today, ChatGPT 5 is live, and as a default, everybody will get this. Those that don't have a paid will get 30 prompts, and then it will revert back to 5 mini. So, you'll notice that there used to be lots of other modes in here, but if you're on a paid, it just stays on 5. And if you're not, as I said, it goes to mini. Some of the improvements that have been made, and I guess the first one is that access, but really it's around smarter reasoning and it's faster. So if you'll notice in the drop down now, what we have is all of the different modes. So an agent mode, deep research, create an image. It chooses the best method for answering your question with all of these. So you don't have to work it out, it works it out. So that's one change that's nice, and we'll do an example in a minute. The next change is the integrations. So if you go into your settings and you go into customize, there's a little bit more that you can do in here. So you can change the personality that ChatGPT can have. I've chosen nerd because I'm a bit of a IT nerd, but you can now, instead of the default, have sarcastic, robotic, supportive, or as you can see, nerd. You can leave it on default as well, but that's one of the changes that you can include. And then there's also the advanced down below that just makes sure that all of these are on and enabled, and so you can just save that. So that's one thing. You can personalize it a little bit more. The other thing that you can do is with the integrations in this here, you can now integrate more. So you can integrate, if you click in here, you can integrate from your Google Drive. And I think that it'll be coming, but it's not listed here, is also your Gmail and calendar as well. What you'll notice down here, though, is this study and learn, which I think is really good. So say you wanted to study something, you could put in a topic and it will help you learn. So I want to learn more about gardening with natives. And, that's all you really need to do. You've got study turned on, and then you can click and it'll go away and come back with, where are you? So it's basically saying I can guide you from the basics through to ideas. So, do you want to focus on Australian diet? So you have to give it a bit of more information. Australian natives, please, as a newbie. See, so really this gives you an opportunity to learn just about anything. So, that can then be, a really useful tool to use. So that's another thing that you can use. The next thing that you can use is the voice mode, and you can target and tailor that a little bit more. So it's a little bit more nuanced. So in here, you can turn to voice mode and just hi there. How you going?
Doing well, thanks. And it sounds like you're off to a good start on the gardening front, too. Now that we've got a bit of a roadmap, let's keep it moving step by step. If you want, we can do a little activity. Maybe we'll pick one native plant you like, and I'll have you teach me about it as a quick review. Let me know if that sounds fun.
Cool. So you can see that you can just interact with the voice mode. One other thing that I just wanted to let you know is I'm actually in the browser at the moment. I'm not in the desktop. And so you really need to make sure that you're in the browser first and refresh, because if you've downloaded chat to your desktop, it'll still be in the full mode. I tend to use the browser now more because it's quicker to update, and I'm just then ensured that I've got the latest version of everything. So let's perhaps try a new chat and ask it to do something that perhaps it wouldn't be able to do with the previous version. So let's say I want to develop a new quiz for, and I'll put in small business prompt shop. Can you develop up a series of questions for small businesses based on their understanding of chat GPT and how to use it effectively. Okay, so it's going to pick the best version. So let's see what it comes up with. So again, it's going to pick, does it do some research? Does it do, and then here it is. So it's a practical revealing. So it's starting with a structure. So here it is, chat readiness. Have you ever used it? Main reason. What happens if this happens? Prompting section, how do you use it? How regularly do you use it? The features, which have you used, etc., etc. Strategy, how you use it for that. And then it's got a point rating system so that we can work out, where you are in experience. And then it says, if you want, I can turn this into a ready to go type form or interactive quiz. Yes, okay. So that sounds good. Do you want me to make the quiz output next step? Yeah, so do I want to turn it into a lead funnel or magnet? So I would just go through and do that. So you can see that it's got more built-in smarts. So hopefully this has given you a bit of a quick run through. Just know you've got 30 queries if you're on the free, and then it'll default to the previous model, and make sure that you go in and customize it to get the best out of it and use it in the browser. They're probably the main things. And the study mode is really useful as well for learning something new. Okay, thanks for watching.